Model 5. Negotiation Outcomes. Lecture 1. Outcomes are possible result of negotiation. Outcomes can be general or specific, factual or subjective, absolute or relative. If negotiation only consists of both sides identifying a preferred outcome, making it the global and forcing it on the other, haggling or arguing will result. This result in an unwise decision or no decision, inefficiency and potential damage to the relationship. Entering negotiations with only a specific outcome in mind can be very counterproductive. Negotiations should consider the wider goals. Many people think of negotiations as a competition where one side wins and the other loses. In reality, negotiations involve a more complex mixture of winning and losing. The outcome of almost all two-party negotiations can be categorized as 1. Win-lose. One party benefits to the detriment of the other. One party achieves her goals and the other does not. 2. Lose-lose. Both parties are worse off after the negotiation. Neither party achieves his goals. Win-win. Both parties come out ahead. If the negotiation fails, no agreement has been reached, and the parties are forced to seek alternative solutions. Goals of both parties are met. 1. Lose-lose outcome. This can occur if negotiations break down or when a deal is reached which is so poor then either party finds it workable or both parties have no intention to make it work and will circumvent it. In a lose-lose scenario, either both parties concede bargaining position outside the target ranges. The negotiators fail to reach an agreement. Both parties may end up in worse positions than when they started the negotiation. This often includes as lose-lose outcome. So both parties are unwilling to make concession. Both will be forced to deal with the poor consequences of not reaching an agreement. Alternatively, both parties could be too quick to make a concession, reaching a compromise that is fair, but detrimental to both sides. If both parties are mistaken about the benefits of what the other side is offering, they may reach an agreement they later come to regret. Lose-lose outcome because both parties have not thought through their real objectives or the importance of each and have therefore traded issues and arrived at positions that are just not workable. Win-lose outcome. Win-lose outcome characterized by the situation where one party achieves a much better deal than the other. This position might be acceptable in the short term. For example, a supplier who wants to gain the benefit of a long-term relationship with the buyer and therefore was happy to suffer a short-term disadvantage. On a long-term basis, it is not usually sustainable. The obvious response from the loser is to get even next time. Type of attitude will create negatively and will not encourage harmonious relationship. A significant problem with the win-lose outcome is that one person walks away with unmet needs and this person is unlikely to be willing to engage the future negotiations with the other party. Ultimately, this sets up the potential for lose-lose outcome. 3. Win-win outcome. Win-win is the best outcome for almost all negotiations. Both parties walk away with a positive feeling about achieving their goals. Both parties feel that they have gained from the negotiations, that they have enhanced the relationship and are committed to delivering the negotiated outcome which they find satisfactory and reasonable to mutual advantage. There are 4 keys to accomplish this situation. 1. To avoid narrowing your negotiation down to the issue. When you focus on just one issue, there can be only one winner. A common example is arguing over the price of something. To avoid creating a win-lose outcome, you can bring other factors into the negotiation such as delivery fees, timing, quality, supplemental goods and services, and so on. 2. Realize that the other party does not have the same needs and wants you do. If you think the other person's goals are extremely the same as yours, for instance, a good price, which may mean different things for the two of you, you will have the attitude that the other party gains is your loss. With that attitude, it is virtually impossible to create a win-win outcome. 3. Don't assume you know the other party's needs. Negotiators often think they know what the other party wants. Salesperson may assume that buyers want to pay the lowest possible price for a product, but many buyers have the other needs that may influence their decision to buy. By asking questions, a skilled salesperson may find, for example, that a buyer's biggest concern is not that she pays the lowest price, but that her boss perceives the purchase decision as a good one. This knowledge allows the salesperson more negotiation room. 4. Belief point number two in your heart. Most novice negotiations acknowledge that the other party probably does not have the same goals they do. But once the actual negotiations commences, this acknowledgement vanishes from their mind. Thank you for your attention.